It's hard to believe that this relatively young car debuted nearly 7 years ago and has become a full-fledged member of the club of typical used cars. It's time to review one of Toyota's most popular models of the last decade. The model debuted in 2016, intended to transform, and did transform, the brand's image, which was associated solely with practical and reliable, yet also terribly boring cars. That was the goal of creating Toyota's unusual crossover. Although few remember it, it wasn't the first attempt, as there already was a model like the Urban Cruiser. But to properly understand the CHR, it's important to acknowledge that it was never intended to be a family or practical car. Hence the mixed reviews from users. Some praise the styling, good driving position, and low fuel consumption, while others complain about the lack of rear space, the small rear door windows, and the modest trunk capacity of 377 liters in the 1.2 version and 358 liters in the hybrid version. While some are right, others are starting from a false premise. The Toyota CHR is built on the same platform as the current generation Corolla and was intended as an alternative. It has slightly higher ground clearance, but rarely offers four-wheel drive, so off-road aspirations are out of the question. It's comfortable for a couple or a small family with children who don't require much space. Its design is simple, yet it provides good ride comfort and pleasant cornering. Until 2020, the CHR offered two powertrains. The base 1.2 turbo petrol engine is Toyota's own design and enjoys good reviews. Besides all the benefits of downsizing, it's also trouble-free. Under certain conditions, it operates on the Atkinson cycle, offering high efficiency but limited performance. It has a timing chain and direct injection, but it doesn't generate frequent breakdowns. Isolated cases of timing chain stretching don't necessarily mean anything. Fuel pumps and ignition coils are more common. Customers typically chose manual and front-wheel drive versions, but it's worth noting the existence of a 4x4 variant with a CVT automatic. The second power point for the facelift was the 1.8 hybrid. The engine itself can only be described in superlatives. It's a nearly indestructible unit. As for the hybrid drive, it has comparable performance to the 1.2 turbo, but completely different characteristics, typically naturally aspirated and high revving. This is primarily due to the continuously variable eCVT gearbox, a classic feature of Toyota hybrids. Low fuel consumption, high durability, and a low failure rate make it the most attractive power plant for this car currently. In 2020, a 2.0 hybrid variant with direct injection was introduced, but the regular gasoline engine disappeared. This variant's good dynamics and comparable fuel consumption to the 1.8 hybrid are the powertrain's greatest strengths. As if that weren't enough, it perfectly complements the GR Sport version, which has been available since the facelift. This variant features a slightly sporty ambiance and a stiffer suspension. Faults in the CHR are rare. The most common problem for users is a discharged 12 volts battery. Unfortunately, this low voltage can also cause the hybrid system to freeze. A Christmas tree of warning lights appears and the car won't start. Common faults in Toyota CHR. Asterisk. Minor equipment and electrical faults, e.g. security systems, electric parking brake. Asterisk. 12 volts battery discharged. Asterisk. Hybrid system error messages. Asterisk. Faults with ignition coils and fuel pumps of the 1.2 turbo engine. Asterisk. Knocking shock absorbers. What to look for? Hybrid version 1.8. What to avoid? 1.2 turbo versions with high mileage. These may be fleet cars.